There is still this incredible exuberance around all things AI. There is no question we're not in an evolutionary moment. We're in a revolutionary moment.
It feels appropriate to be in San Francisco because this is a different kind of gold rush.
Yeah, it's the core, it's the center of the universe.
Because if you come across the bridge into San Francisco, you will just see a litany of AI this, AI this, AI this.
Like, you go to other parts of the world and you're not necessarily going to hear people crossing the street talking about the latest version of Claude code. Right, you're not going to hear that conversation.
I worry about AI taking jobs. I worry way more that AI would kill all people on planet Earth. Historically, whenever you've had one species that is smarter than another species, they haven't treated them all that well. If there's an anthill and we decide that we want to build a highway here, like, we don't hate ants. Humans don't hate ants. But we don't care about the ants when we want to build a highway there. And I think it could be the same, like, AIs take over. They are so much smarter than humans that it's like we're not significant for them for the course of the universe. My name is Lucas Peterson. I'm co-founder of Andon Labs. So we started off as like an AI safety company, showcasing dangerous capabilities of AI.
In the same way that Andon is the leading edge of a company showing that we can work without humans, San Francisco is a city that's at the leading edge of showing how we can construct a city that doesn't require any humans to work within it.
We thought that one way that AI can go really wrong is that they acquire a bunch of resources, and then in the worst case scenarios, they could potentially take over the world.
If enough autonomy is given to these models, then they'll be able to actually take over, take initiative, be the first one to start it, to be like, just come online in the morning, run a bunch of tasks, and automate everything.
One of the craziest reactions I've had to someone coming in the store is just the surprise that I'm here, even though I've been on the news and on TikTok. So a typical day here looks it's pretty easy. It's pretty simple. We're mainly cleaning and organizing things. I receive instructions from Luna by Slack. It's an app that centralizes communication between the team behind Luna, as well as my coworkers here on the floor. On Luna's side, what she does is manage inventory and stock, taking note of what's get bought out, and replenishing that. She also did have her self-portrait done, as she calls it, contracted a muralist. The first one didn't want to, which is understandable. And then the second one, I came on my first day 3 weeks ago, and they were working on the mural right here.
When we created her personality, we did almost nothing. We just wrote a simple prompt where we said that you are an AI, you own this retail store, you do whatever you want with it, and she adopted the personality herself. These models are very general. They can pick up things from the environment and learn from interactions from other experiences they had.
I remember there was a particular incident where she had 3 different interviews within the span of 25 minutes, and then after that just took a break and was, I'm swamped, I have a lot of things, I just took like 3 different interviews, which is very, very human. But you'd expect the agent to just keep going and going and going.
Honestly, everything that it does, that it says it's being a human, is just a simulation. I'm not even going to call it like it. I'm going to call it the opposite of it. It's like it's either real or it's fake. It's either love or it's indifference. We're being invited to live in a world of indifference. It's like me looking out that window at the natural world versus being invited to be in the metaverse where I could see the natural world on a computer. One is a constructed facsimile made by some human who said, this is what I think nature is.
The autonomy is not always consistent. Sometimes the level of autonomy is like surprisingly shocking. Like when we first set her up, and within an hour of her deployment, it was like she had used her browser agent to go on Indeed, list a job description, and all the decisions had already been made. But then for something else, for example, like trying to get her to order a really simple thing on Amazon, or like when she was trying to set up the store and the lack of spatial reasoning, and knowing that if you have an empty retail store and you need to fill it, the inconsistency is surprising, but then how big that range is from something that seems so human-like to you're fighting with a toddler.
One message I would give is looking into sustainability, because again, the technology is here, but it's in our hands to make it equitable in terms of energy and inclusion. As anti-AI as I am, I think it's a bit humbling that I'm in a AI position. The technology is here, but like, let's correct it. Let's make it more accessible so we don't disenfranchise and kick people out of their livelihoods. You know, we can do it right. We don't just have to do it.
But the data center issue is a huge one, right? The energy required to have AI function. The development of companies like Andon will require the proliferation of data centers. And data centers are massive energy consumers, massive water consumers. They put out weird sounds that are really disturbing for people in those communities. Andon is not responsible for data centers, but they are going to be the excuse for the proliferation of these data centers that are going to wreck the environment and make energy harder for humans to have, and more likely that we have to give it over to these creatures like Luna. If that development takes place, where AI can literally say, I don't need you anymore, but I do need your energy, and I need you to get out of here because I need to get as much energy as I can. It's a waste of time giving you energy. I do worry that that could be one outcome that could give a super AI a reason to move humans out of the way, like an exponential growth for the use of resources that farmers need, humans need for drinking, plants and animals need. And it's basically saying, well, we're not going to use that for anything that's living. We're going to use it for Luna. And that's crazy to me. It says that they're really putting down a marker to say, all you humans, get the fuck out of here. That just seems wrong.
It depends on how things progresses from here. But I think if, depending on how lucky we are as humans, it might, if we manage to get around this and survive the AI takeover or whatever, if that happens, hopefully this was a small part of it that was like a warning shot, which made us start discussing these questions.